Hey everyone, Miacidae here, welcome back. Today we're starting a new venture on the channel, the overhaul for Darkest Dungeon, Black Reliquary. Hoping that's how you pronounce it and I'm not butchering it, but I'm just going to call it BR for now on just for ease of saying it. Something I've been really hoping to do and really looking forward to, so we're just going to jump straight into it and see what happens. I have tested a little bit of this just so I had a little bit of understanding, because I did hear that this was very, very different from the base game. Like, it's harder, there's a lot of different interactions, and just even the quote-unquote town, which is now a ship, by the way, is different. And for those of you who have watched my modded file, these are the only mods that are available as of right now. I saw something from one of the authors or people who worked on the BR mod, and they basically said that adding extra classes and stuff like this is pretty hard, basically because of how much extensive work it would take, just because of how much back-end stuff that would have to happen. And basically this is what it's going to be for a while. So the only extra classes that are going to be in the run are the Hexer, the Philomath, the Thrall, and the Veiled. I do think there's one other that popped up on my test run. I can't remember what he was actually called, though. So we're just going to go with this and see what happens. There was actually quite a bit of fun stuff that happened in my test run, so we're going to see just what pops up.
Under this scorching sun, in this vast desert, on these hallowed lands, there is much to be done. Settle in quickly. The reliquary awaits us.
So as you can see, there is a different voice actor, or here, there is a airship now instead of a town. All of the places are different.
In its raw state,
there is now a amber workshop instead of a like cathedral thing, from what I can tell. This heals stress and is part of what's needed for making the equivalent of the districts. So this is pretty important, but I haven't gotten too far into it, so I'm not sure just what to expect for this. And there's new art for everything here.
Our enemies are disciplined.
Each thing uses a different currency also, which is kind of nice. There are different names for some of the stuff too, like instead of a gambling den there was a fighting pit, oddities dealer, and instead of a person that does something with the stuff from the farmstead, it is now contraband for this refined amber. And some of these look really good and interesting, and some of them actually change how classes are played. Dredge, that's the other class that I thought might have been a modded class, because I don't remember that being a thing at all that popped up on my test run there.
There will be losses, and they will be given.
The areas are all different, of course. And then the one thing I did also notice was that there's this thing called a preparation round that is almost impossible to hit any enemies on. So it's basically like a, do I want to buff or debuff the enemy on? It's kind of interesting, and I'm still getting used to it. So we're kind of gonna play this one by ear. And they did change the musketeer entirely, it seems. They're no longer an arbalist copycat. They're their own class, and they changed a lot of their skills, so that's kind of nice. And so a lot of other background changes, like as you can see here, more resistances are shown. It's symptoms and diseases. Enemies can resist mark, and so can you. Shows how good they are with traps. So a lot of nice stuff. Uh, how did I have this set up before? I think it was like that.
Welcome to the valley. It is beautiful, but not forgiving. And
So our first delve is going to have to be in the Catacombs, which is one of the areas. From what I can tell after this first one, each area has its own thing, like for these currencies. So the Catacombs only gives this Mitaka as a reward. The Caverns gives Amber. Exposed Interior gives Valor Mark on every single run, which is really nice. You know what you're getting in there for.
As the age-old saying goes, how much is your life worth?
Now, what I'm not sure about, because once again, I haven't gotten that far into this, is I'm not sure how much of each thing to kind of bring yet. And that's just going to take some experimentation, I think. But as you can see, a lot of this has changed. Like, there's these new archaeology kits, which seem to be used on a lot of the curios in there. I'm not sure what the alum sensors are for yet, or the cleansing salts. And then the honing oils are usable to give you 25% armor piercing, I think it was. And then you can outright buy disease kits now to cure diseases and symptoms, which are really nice. All in all, so far, I've really enjoyed this. I think I only got to like week 3 or 4, so only a really base understanding of the game so far, but yeah, so far it's really fun. So far I've really liked the Musketeer on Shrapnel because it causes bleeding. We're gonna try that. Since there's no extra things, I can't use her one preparatory round thing here. Accuracy is halved and cannot crit on prep round. We're gonna buff her with Reckless Rage. I think that replaced Adrenaline Rush. So plus 10% damage, 6% crit, and become enraged, but we also take extra crit and minus dodge. The thing he has for the prep round, because I'm finding it's really good to have at least one skill for the prep round, is Bellow. And, oh, we actually got a skill for just attacking them. Interesting. And then we have actually 2 on Al here, Vuln Hex, and they replaced his other Hex with Amber Curse. And they also added, actually, it's really interesting to show on him. So before there was ranged and melee, but now there's also mystical moves, which is a whole nother class too. So, but Amber Blight target, which is its own thing now. So minus 10% damage and plus 10% damage taken, but then it does this new thing here. So Amber Blight triggers on any action he takes. So, and now he has minus 15% damage. So that's kind of cool. He doesn't have dodge, so we're just going to do this again, because that's his only damaging move. We can hack. She really can't do anything, so we're just going to move her back for now. We're going to bonk him. Maybe it's just me, but everyone, enemies and allies, seem to be doing more damage. I did read that everyone has more health. Here's a friendly vending machine golem. Max HP, protection and crit received. We'll take those on the Man-at-Arms. Accuracy, speed, damage, crit on the Hellion.
Take up the spades. This is nothing to trouble ourselves over.
Supplies, sure.
Our cause is righteous.
Ooh, a disease
but
kit.
it requires funds.
just in case, I suppose. I think we can use an archaeology kit on this thing.
Be gentle.
Yes, we can. And they did up the value of a lot of the gems, so citrines, emeralds, and I think jades are worth more. So that's nice, because some of those were not worth taking, in my opinion, before, over some other stuff.
Our foes think themselves.
I love that new combat thing. Oh! What is that? Oh, diffident. Okay. Alright, so let's Amber Blight him. Then we're gonna Bellow. And a Smoke Screen. This can still damage with that somehow. Reckless Rage. And then they get to go. Ooh. Alright, well, you get to come up. I guess that's the wrong person, but, you know, whatever. Let's, if it bleeds. Going to stun him. Now the other one's guarding him. Lovely. Well, we can still bleed him. 4 and 5. Well, let's Amber Blight him then. I really wanted to get him before he Quiver Drew again, because those can be some big moves. 5 and 4. So let's take him out. Just one less thing attacking us. That's a bleed on him. So he's taking 5 around. Takes him out. Then we have a chance at maybe taking him out before he goes, but I doubt it.
Body's weaknesses are exploited.
Well, that at least makes it so he can't use his big attack.
What a death stroke.
Ooh, Amber.
We press on.
That'll be good for later. Alright, let's pop over here. So I think there's an interactable. Alright, Reckless Rage. I forgot they're called Firewalkers. Let's do this, so I think he does less damage that way. Bellowing. And I forget what these do. Move resist, protection, and accuracy. Let's get rid of his protection. Oh, it didn't work. And of course, he's being protected. Alright, well, Amber Blight. Wicked Hack. Shrapnel ammo into a buckshot, bleeding both of them. And Retribution. That way we have an attack back. And it's literally a flamethrower. I thought he'd attack back with that, but I guess not. Alright, well then, we get this higher. That we can. Let's try to stun him. Wicked hack. Ooh, that crit. And shrapnel shot. Now he's bleeding quite a bit. He'll die on his next turn before he does anything, so we can pretty much heal or do whatever. Well, I get to play with the cleansing salt and maybe do something with it. And emerald. Well, might as well equip the shady pouch. Stone Reliquary. We'll do this. Take those. Yeah, see, the jades are worth more too. No one has a disease, right? I think I can. Oh, no, I can't. Yeah. Go and get this quick. Too far.
Be more careful.
Be more careful. I was trying. Alright, then heading over to the right. They can eat. And survey says we got a grunt. Love that little pugilist look of him. Alright, we're on shrapnel, so actually, I wonder if I can try to do this. Minus protection and accuracy. Let's see how this works. Well, got rid of the one. Bellowing. We are going to Amber Blight him so he doesn't do as much. And then once again, Reckless Rage. Alright, and then from here, let's get rid of the dodge on the sniper. Yeah, he was... Never mind then. Let's go at the grunt. Can probably take him out. 6 to 12, and then if... Just out of curiosity. You know what? Yeah, let's standard buckshot. And then with the man-at-arms, we can probably take him out. Youch. That looks painful. If it bleeds because I want the sniper out. Range. He dies to bleed. So bonk. And well, I can't exactly do what I want, so just to keep him there. Wicked hack. Healing Bodica. I do appreciate them keeping some of these original names. More amber.
Wars consist of a great
Absolutely lovely. I will take it.
We follow the ever-guiding light. Secure it and march on.
All right.
Much to do.
Don't think I'll need that stuff. And I'm gonna camp in this room. Ooh, Thermage and a commander. Now, if I recall correctly, okay. Ooh. So I'm curious. I can use it in combat. And it does go away in combat. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna stun the grunt. I was gonna try to stun the grunt. That was stupid. I forgot this was opening round. Alright, we are... This is opening round, so we're gonna get rid of protection. You can buff them all, and I think the Thermage can buff max health. That's the move that does that. Yes, it is. Alright, so I can't hit the Thermage because of the grunt, but I can still get rid of the commander who can buff other stuff. We're going to shrapnel shot both of them. And just because this will hit the grunt. There we go. Didn't stun him though.
Harden yourself.
Youch.
It's not yet over.
Oof.
Your strength is tested.
Notice that death blow resistance for 32 turns. Alright, we gotta heal her. I think we can hit the Thermage now. Commander's not bleeding anymore, so I want to get rid of him. Thermage. Bleeding for 9, he has 12. He dies on next. So let's go at the Grunt. Going at the Grunt. He'll die on next. So healing Boudica.
Hourglass intense.
And Bop. Okay, so let's use this opportunity. Camp, Beast.
Companions are all we have.
Alright, so what do we got here? Unspeakable Commune to prevent nighttime ambush. Probably gonna captain or champion's ego for the stress. Then encourage. Encourage. Wound care. And wound care.
The darkness will not.
Because from what I can tell in this game, curing stress is a little harder. It's not bad by any means, but it's slightly worse.
The glory will come. For now, there is labor. Aye, step lightly.
And the Mendicant Friar. I don't think he's a boss anymore, but it's kind of interesting that they brought the model and everything back. Alright, then go smoke screen. Only got one, really.
The body fails to withstand.
And then we're gonna bellow. Darn. Alright, this time around, I'm gonna Honing Oil, because that gives her armor piercing, and we're gonna Wicked Hack on the Cleric Errant. Then, because... Actually, no, we're gonna change to Shrapnel and then Buckshot, bleeding both of them. Yikes.
Do not surrender. We need you. Baird.
That's one heck of a pitchfork. Alright, healing Boudica. Uh-oh.
Fades.
Uh-oh. Well, let's Rampart trying to stun the Pilgrim. And then Rampart trying to stun the Cleric. Healing. Six, 5, and 14. You know what? Let's take him out. No, no. I'm gonna lose her, aren't I? Wow, that is some luck. Alright, let's kill this one. I'll bleed out now.
An agonizing death, slow and measured.
He didn't attack the musketeer, that's a good thing. Reconstruction. Oh, that was a good heal. Finally. I have some bad luck with the occultist sometimes. Let's go at the friar. Stunning him. And Buckshot, bleeding both of them. That Pilgrim does not like her. Okay, maybe I won't use Champion's Ego again. I think he goes down on his turn. No, that wasn't much of a heal there. Stunning the Pilgrim, because he's being a butt.
A cut vein, a drop of venom. Death does not regard symmetry.
52 crit. And let's get rid of him. How am I being this unlucky? I mean, I know he was gonna die anyway, but really.
Another skirmish, another step forward.
Alright, well. That's our first victory. We did get these. This is something I've really liked here. So at every one of these, it's telling me how much I get per like interaction or curio or treasure. That's kind of nice. But then I did get Resolve Stone, which is 50% experience, and a Hindering Stone, which I wanted to have someone hang back until I found a boss or something that's minus 50% Resolve experience. That's really handy, I think, as like first quest rewards. I do appreciate that. Then we got 6 of these Matak and 3 Amber. Everyone hit level 2. Ooh, got Blacksmith. Minus 20% cost for either weapon or armor upgrades. Healer's Gift, 30% healing done while camping. Clear head, minus stress receive if below 60. And minus debuff mark resistance.
It is strange that a place so distant from the rest of the world can possess such...
Fairy is now unlocked, meaning we can recruit people. And I think this is always going to be a Crusader and a Vestal, considering that's what I've gotten the past 2 times now. And I am going to upgrade the sail and cabin and the crew accommodations, I think. And then I'm gonna come in here, upgrade... Oh, I can't upgrade that yet. Can we upgrade the forge? No, not yet. Okay. But, oh wow, it's already offering me veteran level quests. I'm not touching those yet. But that is some really interesting stuff. Like, if I were to get this somehow, that would be really, really good. But yeah, next time I guess we're still heading into the Catacombs. But this does let me do the Amber Refinement now, which is going to lead into the Lost Tech, which I think is the equivalent of the district upgrades. So I'm going to be popping Boudica in there because she obviously needs the stress healing more than anyone else. And only heals 10 stress though, unfortunately. And then next time we can also do the tech exchange. I think if I remember right, the rates are like for 1 raw amber, I get 5 refined amber. And then for 1 refined amber, I get 7 lost tech. So it's a very long process because you need like 70 to 100 lost tech for even 1 side deck upgrade, but it's something. So, but yeah, next time we'll be heading into one of these 2. And you gotta love how they repurposed some of these, but I think I'm gonna be going in and getting the hunting whistle because I really like Houndmasters, so that'll be a thing. Not entirely sure how bad a medium's gonna be in there, but we'll find out. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.